Some Gaming here, back with another live stream. Today we are going to live stream House Flipper 2. We were previously live streaming House Flipper, the original House Flipper game, and I decided to test this one out as well. We were in the process of renovating a home in House Flipper. That house is still left in its previous state. I have not made any additional upgrades to that home because I do want to record that process from start to finish. So we'll be hopping on a live stream later, which will cover us hopefully finishing up that build and renovation. We made a lot of major changes there, and a little bit of the same here. So I've already been in here kind of playing with the game, kind of getting acclimated with the game, the differences, similarities, and things like that. So I have done some things in game, but I did want to save some of it so that I could live stream here as well. So although it is dark out, I have made some would say drastic changes to the layout of this bottom floor. As you see, it's still a work in progress, but long story short, previously when you came in, there was a single front door here in the front, and for reference, if you even play the game, this is the house that you'll start out in. So I may even later in the video kind of find something that I can show so that you can see what the house looked like in its original state, because we did make a lot of changes here. So originally you would come into the single front door, probably located right around this area here. You would come in and you would come into like a small foyer area, which had like a little coat rack and things right here, and then you would come into this larger space. Kind of had a little seating area behind that foyer area, and then you would come in right here, and then it'd be a dining table, and then the kitchen was like in this little back area here. This space was like a little foyer area coming from the garage. So you would previously come into this area here, and then the garage door was here, and then you went into the garage, which I've now shortened and condensed with this wall here, and you would be able to like store like tools and things like that over that little space there. I figured there was no need for that space, so this garage now just accommodates a vehicle. So you pull your vehicle in here, park, get out, and then go on in the house. Alright, so there was some additional space here inside of the garage, but I did condense it so that we could utilize that space for other things. So now that space now will be where I will have the kitchen area. So the kitchen area will be here. Then I'm gonna have a living area here, and then I'm gonna have the dining area here. I just felt that it would be a better allocation of space if we kind of utilize the space for something else. Perfect for kitchen area, because again, the kitchen, you want to make sure that you have walls for cabinets and things like that. And with how we want this to be set up with the openness and the double doors, right, it makes it hard to kind of make a kitchen area here, especially because I'm thinking about now putting some larger windows going along this wall here to kind of open the space up, because even though this house looks large, the house is really not that big. As you see, as it's starting to get bright outside, we'll kind of take a look at some of the changes that we've made outside, kind of just to modernize the house. I kind of went with the grayscale look here, and I've kind of used this this stone on this part of the house as like an accent, right, for that main portion of the house kind of to pop. And so we're going with the grays and the blacks. So we're changing out the windows as well and things like that. So we're going to open this space up here. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these windows and kind of open this space up. The great thing about this game is that you don't have to do so much like you would in the previous game in terms of like if I want to put a window, I can literally drop a window over an area that already exists, and I guess I'll let you kind of see how that's going to look in just a second. So if I take, let's say, this window here. This window's pretty big. I don't know. Oh no, it's not as big as it looks. Right, so if I take this window and kind of drop it there, or see, like if I drop this window here, I can just do it for now. I can drop that window here and notice that it like extends the cutout. Like I don't have to, and I can just fill in that cutout with like bricks and then paint it, and it'll be just like new, right? So I'm not putting the window there. Notice how it leaves a larger cutout. Like I can just keep overlaying cutouts if I wanted to. This is a taller window. Yeah, I like these taller windows. See if I can get a couple of these taller windows in here. And notice how it gives you like a grid, so the grid helps you kind of line things up. So I'm gonna look, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 6, so that's on dot 7. So if I get another window, I need to put that one like on dot 7. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be 7 right there. All right, well that is behind the chimney, so that's not gonna work. Because there is a structural chimney here. But do we have a fireplace is the thing. I like the accented design here. So notice all I've done literally here is I have opened this space up, put some fresh white paint. White kind of opens things up, and with the dark flooring, and kind of just opened up this bottom floor here. This was like a, which I haven't even got to the space yet. This was the laundry room. I am going, look at this. I am going to change this to like a half bath, because this is the only, this was, originally there was no bathroom on the bottom floor. So I'm going to make that into a half bath, just like a little powder room there. So if we go up the staircase here, right, all of this had all kind of crazy colored paint. Kind of opened this space up a little bit. Haven't really got up here and done too much. Only thing I have done is literally just clear all of the spaces out. I've cleared everything out. And so that's all I've done really. I haven't gotten to this space just yet, besides selling everything as well as this space. So yeah, we've just got a chimney without really a fireplace just running up the wall. So I guess that's just a design cue, which kind of sucks now, because the idea of kind of lining some windows up along this wall, that's going to kind of interfere with that plan, just because it's going to be hard to balance windows with that. So I'm probably going to have to move this window down a little bit more and kind of offset it from, yeah, this is going to be tough to do. And then this doesn't really want to drop the window on the wall either. Let's see if I can do it from the outside. Okay, what I'm going to do, and this will give you a good opportunity to kind of see, I'm going to close this window up first. So what you do is you kind of just map out that space, and then you kind of lay those bricks just like that. It's just kind of a click motion. All of my perks are upgraded, so that would be probably a lot faster than you're probably gonna get when you first start out. There's nothing in there, so let's see now if I can drop a window. Alright, so yeah, that's working a little bit better. That's 3 dots from the end, so let's see. I mean, I don't really like that too much, but I don't really want to not go with the idea altogether either. I think that's about the same. So then I'm gonna have to fill in the middle somehow. So I'm going to fill in this wall here. I think I can probably get 2 windows here in the middle. Yeah, that might be spot on right there. So, all right, so that's gonna do that. I'm gonna get some white paint and paint the rest of. Okay, did I not just search paint? There we go. The painting in this game is different as well. Like, you actually got the kind of paint, but there's a cool feature where you can expand or retract the paint roller so that you can paint a larger area. So now you actually have to take your mouse and kind of drag and paint. Before, you kind of just had to click on the area and they did the kind of painting itself. Now you actually have to like take the roller and actually paint. Which, if your perks are not high, the painting is not precise, which means you can get paint all over the place, which sucks. So that's just something to keep in mind. I understand they're probably like, hey, we're gonna make this more realistic, but at the same account, right, they made it more of a hassle as well, because if you don't paint right on it, on the money, it can become an issue, especially as you get into painting in game. So now I am going to take and paint the ceiling, because the ceiling is looking bad, looking pretty rough. So we're going to go ahead and paint the ceiling also. So obviously we're going to expand that so we can get as much coverage as possible. And we're going to just get started painting, going in a back and forth motion here. Problem is, it's pretty dark, so we're going to do the best we can with the lighting. Starting to become daylight outside, and then we can kind of get some of the exterior details of what I've done so far. So you can kind of see that this game is not new, but it is new to me. I actually wasn't even aware there was a House Flipper 2 until I started recording and live streaming House Flipper 1, and I was kind of looking at some things to incorporate in the game, and I'm like, well, what's this new Like it came up in my suggestion, House Flipper 2. I'm like, this is a House Flipper 2? So that's how I became aware of that and kind of how I'm testing this out here. Now I will say, don't get me wrong, a lot of the things in game look a lot more realistic. But I just believe that the original House Flipper game did a very good job of, in my opinion, really doing what the game needed you to do. I think there's a lot of things in this game that make it more of a chore than the intended purpose of looking like you're, well, flipping houses, right? So this new painting interface, right, while they might have thought, yeah, that's cool, let's make it to where they actually have to do paint. Well, to me, I prefer just the old-fashioned hover over the panel animation and it paints. Right, this is like a chore for me. So I think that while there are some great visual additions and things like that to the game, I felt like they could have made the visual upgrades but like kept the base of what was there, in my personal opinion, because I liked how it was set up. So like if they took the original House Flipper and they just said, you know, we're gonna upgrade the graphics. Of course, there's a couple of things they could have tweaked, but like the whole change of paint animation, I think the new laying the laying flooring and things like that is pretty cool. I think that just mostly the painting can become a chore. So I would have preferred if they would have left that the way it was. But again, sometimes you have to take 5 steps back to take 2 steps forward. So I think this is one of those things that they probably wanted to try. And I don't know what everyone's opinion. Obviously, my opinion is not the most important, may not even be valuable, right? But that's just my opinion on the game and kind of what I felt like they could have done differently. So it's starting to brighten up some, and this space will start to brighten up with the windows and things like that. I'm gonna work in this kitchen really quick, and by the time I'm done working in the kitchen, this space should be brightened up pretty good bit. See, me personally, I am all for the white cabinet, black countertop look. I like that look. I think it's a good look. So we may introduce some of that here. So let's find us a refrigerator. I mean, do you have any decent fridges? Wow. No options, right? You don't want that. Yeah, that looks, man, these appliances suck. That's a big fridge. That's a big fridge. We're not gonna use that. go here. Yes, that's good. All right, so we're gonna get our fridge in there. Like I said, that last fridge was huge. We don't want to have a fridge that's just too big. It's like there's a lot less customization. Man, that sink is huge. What is the deal with this? Alright, so how I thought I was gonna set this up, I had planned to like do row of cabinets and appliances there, shelving, and then put like an island. But I'm probably gonna have to go at this like an L. Take this like an L shape kitchen. I think I'll probably have the L go this way. And then when you walk in, you won't really see anything. You won't see the kitchen until you get all the way in here. Or I could do the L this way and you would see cabinets when you first came through the door. I'm leaning more towards the L going this way and kind of decorating this wall and highlighting this wall as you come through the door. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna leave the fridge there, but I'm gonna take those cabinets all the way down and around. So let's see what we've got. Let's go back to cabinets. Let's get that corner cabinet already set in there. So you do have more customizations, right? So like I can take the top here and I can go black marble, black granite, right? Which is what I'm gonna go for. I can take the handle and go gold handles. So there's a lot more customization. And you can even pick the types of handles. I'm gonna go handle 10. I like those bar handles there. And drop that there and kind of build off of that. So let's see. Customize this one as well. Number 10. And then black granite, gold handles. Put that there because I think we're gonna have to go with one of those smaller cabinets. Like this one. Change the handles to gold. Put those bar handles on there. Have to go with a smaller cabinet. Then hit this cabinet there. And then close it off with the stoving unit at the end. I go to home appliances and get this here. Okay, that's not. This isn't what I'm looking for. So this is, but something's not right about this because these are not the handles. I think those are the handles. Remember that number 4. I think it might be, yeah. So we'll test this out both ways to kind of see which way fits the best. Get this sink. Want the top to be black granite. We want the handles to be gold. That fits there. Let's see, do they have a dishwasher? It's a terrible dishwasher. Gosh, this thing looks ugly. Horrible. Goodness. No, that looks horrible. Let's see if we can go back in. Is there any other dishwashers in here? Wow, that's a dishwasher. That's a fridge. Learn something new every day. And this is a dishwasher. What? That's a nice dishwasher. Alright, so let's go with, which I like a lot because it blends in. You wouldn't even know it's a dishwasher. It looks just like a cabinet. Yeah, that's nice. It's quality. Let's get rid of this. Alright, let's finish out our cabinets here. Let's see. That'll be nice. Let's go ahead and get that. change that to black granite, gold handles. Okay, that's not. Three. I keep changing the handle numbers. Oh boy. These are not the same handle. At least I don't think. There we go. Now we're talking. Black granite. All right, that fits perfectly. So I'm thinking now when you come in, like just staring at a cabinet, I think we might flip the orientation of this and see how that looks. That'll look better. So yeah, we're gonna flip this all around here. Dishwasher. That's better. Okay. Next question is, do I want fridge over here and the oven over there? Let's go oven here. Now let's get the upper cabinets done. Corner. Well, actually, let's go ahead and buy a couple more of these while we're here. there was a new game that was released recently, um, called Motel Manager Simulator. We're going to be checking that game out also in the coming days. That's going to be a game we're going to stream as well. And we're actually going to stream that game from when you first start, right? So that gives you the opportunity to see how that introductory process looks like. And you can kind of go through, and that allows you to have a good evaluation and perspective for you if you're interested in the game. So we're gonna try that out. We will probably make the first video on that game probably, I don't know, maybe let's probably, what's today? Wednesday. It'd probably be Friday. Either tomorrow or Friday will be the first day we will start that game. I haven't played it one time yet. I already have the game. It's already downloaded and all. So I have the game. I just have not started it and played anything within the platform itself. So we're going to start that together during our live stream, and then we're going to go from there. Shift all of these cabinets up a notch. Get them in line. If you get some suggestions of things you think we should do, like I say always, just drop that in the comment section. These cabinets do not want to connect because of this corner cabinet. That's not gonna work. Yep, that won't work either. Maybe this is too wide. See if we can get two of these. Let's see if two of these will work. Yeah. Looks weird, but yeah, it looks weird and like off center. I don't like that look. Yeah, I don't like it at all, but oof. This is gonna be a headache for me. If I put 3 of these. Yeah, this is gonna look a little off kilter, but I'm gonna set it up like that. So I'm gonna sit it like that. That way it gives us something to build off. Alright, so let me get this flooring out of the way. Let's move this computer, we kind of need that. Somebody's keys need that as well. Alright, let me get the dining table in here. Kind of work on some of the dining room furniture. We don't want a huge table, but we do want something decent. I like the modern look of that. See what they got for us. I think I'm gonna go there because if I put it in the middle of the floor, it's gonna take up too much space. It's the tricky part about finding space within these small areas. I think this chair might be nice. You do wanna the 3-seater is not, I don't like the 3-seaters. I think it's got to be like 4. But I don't want it to compromise the space in the middle of the floor either is the problem. How much space this takes up. Get a nice rug. Let's get this set down and get us a nice rug. Let's see. Some big furniture. Like the challenge of finding ways to utilize small spaces when it comes to decorating. Because you ultimately you don't have just unlimited space for you just to just go crazy. So obviously you have to be as effective with your seats as possible.